Is it as soon as we're all in the van we win?
And of course, I'm gonna get in the van down by the river.
Yay! And then these guys get to move into this
Oh
one.
God!
Oh, I'm freaking out, man.
Jesus.
We're gonna die.
You're gonna take a picture. Oh,
This is-
good lord.
This is how we died.
We gotta make it!
I'll give you an action if
Don't you
Don't.
even! Don't you even!
If you can make it 2 spaces, you'll be in the van.
Squish him.
And that's all you can do?
Yep.
Okay, now it's my turn?
Yes.
Run!
Yay!
Yay! I'm useless! I used my
And I'm like-
machete once!
And crossbow.
Woo!
Into the van.
Yay! And you better!
Put me in the van.
Yay! Yes!
Totally.
Yay!
We won.
Yeah.
Yes! I've never felt so accomplished by a board game before.
I can't believe our game extras died.
All
Yeah.
the game extras.
All the
died.
games extras.
game-
Yay!
Yay,
This is
They died
amazing!
fast.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm pretty
Finish
sure
that.
there were some rules that we might have mixed up or
Maybe.
got wrong.
I don't know. I think
Who
we
cares? It's amazing. I got out with one wound.
I was not injured.
I never got hit.
I got
The
was injured once
crossbow-
and fixed it myself
The
up.
crossbow,
The crossbow is ridiculous.
Yeah,
is just amazing.
It's the weapon.
yeah. Chainsaw was pretty
Oh,
good.
my
You
stomach
never even
hurts,
used
though.
your axe.
I never
Yeah.
even used my nutrition bar.
My
Well, you
stomach
need it on the
hurts.
way to
Hyperch was a
Minnesota.
lot
Use
better
my
than I thought it was.
EpiPen.
You know what's crazy?
So specifically Minnesota.
Specifically Minnesota.
And you never used your zombie.
I didn't
Okay.
use the zombie muck.
You know the thing is,
So-
Dad, Sandra is a badass because I had one round in my pistol left.
Wow.
Okay, so
Bravo.
review time.
All right.
I like
Al.
this.
Al's awesome. Al's awesome. He
Father
had the
Michael
bait
is
and
my favorite character.
he had the bait
Yeah.
and the radio. So
I think we got a character as appropriate to how we would actually be in
We,
the zombie
we
apocalypse.
really did. We really
Late
did.
game, Sandra's ability is useless. The fire 2 rounds. It's
I think it's
pointless
just,
late
you know,
game.
you're dependent on the cards. You have to have something that has 2 shots in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
never got a single item with 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's like I am a master of the chain gun. I have a Derringer.
My character was strictly melee, and
With one shot.
I only got to encounter melee toward the end, and that's because honestly didn't think of going outside the wall. Because
Well,
I'm the type of person who prefers fighting from a distance. So I think I would have preferred to have Sandra's character
Yeah.
to have the bullet
Well,
fighting. Like, our
apparently-
characters could have switched and we would have been
Well,
fine.
Sandra's a badass, so.
Yeah, well, David David is a lunk, so he fights with his muscles and not his brain.
I don't know. The convict was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbara was
I mean,
pretty
there's
cool.
probably a reason that she's a convict.
Yeah.
So
Good
But Al was awesome. Al was awesome. He was awesome.
Al was one of the only people that got hit.
Yeah, they made it.
Yeah, it was Al and
David.
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 Yeah.
I'm gonna call him that. No one's gonna stop me.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to stop you there.
So-
we don't care.
How would you rate it?
I'm giving this one 5 X's. I mean, it had okay. The directions were easy,
Yeah.
and they were very simple. There was a few things left out, or they weren't left out. They were just not as
Mentioned.
easy to find. But I think everything
Yeah.
was there. It just wasn't.
We had a couple
All
things, but
easy to
other than
find.
that, you know.
It reminds me a lot of the flux rules that
You
we've had
can't
problems
have a
with.
perfect game.
True.
Unfortunately, there's no such thing. But as much as perfect as it could be, it was.
Yeah.
And I have to also agree with the 5 out of 5 because even though there were mistakes, that's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Things that we catch, it's just something. And then you make up the rules as you go. Like things like the survivor, do they move this or that? And
Yeah, how
we
it works.
figured it out as we went. And we can make up the rules that are like tidbit rules. And they're not huge ones. They're just like little ones that are like, oh, well, what happens when we get to the van? What happens then?
Well, I have to give it a full 5 as well, because the dynamic pacing was amazing. It was a really cinematic game. I like the use of the props. That's pretty cool. And it has replay value. This is a fun party game that you would just
Whip out in the middle of everything, even though it takes a good hour.
Yeah.
Hour
well,
and a half.
that's why you would play it. I mean,
The next game we play, we get faster though because we know how to play.
Well, there's also rules to speed it up and slow it down in here too that we weren't using.
Yeah, there are. That's another huge. I mean, the thing that makes up for the moments of unclarity
And confusion.
was the
And
fact
stress.
that it has alternative rules that you can use to speed up or slow down a game. It has
Like draw 2 event cards instead of just 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
God.
me want to cry.
Screw that.
Yeah. So there's ways to speed it up. There's ways to slow it down. So Ian, what do you think?
I guess I'm gonna give it a 5 as well because what the game wanted to be, it pulled off perfectly, in my opinion.
I am agreeing with everything you guys are saying.
Well, it's like I was thinking about giving it like a 4, but it's just really minor stuff that isn't there. But you can't judge a game on its what it does, but you can judge it on how it does what it wants to be. That makes sense.
You have an amazing way of words.
But yeah, it's like this game wanted to be a zombie apocalypse survival game. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It felt
It's incredibly good
so
at it.
much like it was a movie. You were playing a movie. These characters are very likable in their own ways.
Except David.
Except David.
that's what I meant by dynamic pacing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I mean, in the beginning, it was a good pace. When it was crunch time, it was a good pace. When the van got here, it was good pacing. So
It even had that slowdown where, just like you would have in any movie or any zombie apocalypse, you get to the point where you're running out of ammo, you're getting outmanned, and you're starting to really panic, and there's that,
and
I'm not going to make it.
they're breaking in the wall.
They're breaking in the walls, and
It's
you're
like,
really worried.
screw it, we gotta
And
go.
it's like, and at that point, I'm like, there should be a little something, a little nudge or something, but the anxiety and the anticipation makes it worse. So
this is
you know.
a favorite game.
this
This is a
reminds
game that
me.
we'll keep in reserve for parties.
This reminds me of the end of each chapter in the Left 4 Dead cinematic, where they're all in the van and they're all the zombies
Yeah.
rushing around. It's the exact same thing, and that it makes me like I'm gonna have trouble. Honestly, I'm gonna have trouble going to sleep tonight. I've actually, when I was going upstairs and I had to put video away because the camera was full, I was upstairs by myself and I was like, where's the closest weapon in case the zombie apocalypse happens right now?
okay, well, I'll have to say that first of all, I liked how the rules were on each card for each player. In addition to these rules being very laid out very well, and then also an appendix for fast play, which we did use this because we didn't know where to find something to keep the game rolling, because we did allot so much time to play this game to see if we could play it less than 90 minutes or not. So we were taking that into consideration, and then of course over age and everything. The color and the artwork is very appropriate for the board. The pieces are very easy to use. For each piece, you have your points. It
They're
was
also
very
easy
easy
to
to turn.
understand.
Yeah. It took like maybe a split second for us to be like, well, what do we do?
I was a little upset because we were running out of weapons.
Yeah,
That is a cool
That was-
thing. When you
but-
run out, you don't reshuffle them and find more stuff. It's like there's a finite amount of space in a cabin
and it makes
to
you
hide
freak out
weapons
like,
and
ah!
stuff.
And then, of course,
when she was like, "Is this the last card?" We all went, "Duh."
yeah, so there's some panic.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the bait. Also, gives it a little. It helps direct the zombies a little bit. Now we didn't play the Zombie Overlord, which
That's one of the alternates.
that's another alternate where you could have somebody playing the zombies and running the attack and everything, which
Oh, that could be fun. That actually could be very entertaining.
you know, we the whole crack, you know, the break in the wall.
We'll let the rector be the zombie overlord.
Yeah. So overall, I would have to say, you know, for everything, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5. By me giving it a 5 and everybody here at the table giving it a 5, this puts it in the running for the Dwarven Tavern Award. And you have to have all Dwarven Tavern members to get this award. So that's something that it takes a huge achievement to get all 5 stars from everybody from the Dwarven Tavern.
So,
Yeah.
final words.
Good job.
Final words.
I would-
It's a great game. Let me see the box there.
I
and
would
can
play
give
it
the
again.
information
Those are my final words.
Yeah,
I would
play
play
it
it
again.
again.
I'd play
Yeah.
it again. I
We'll-
probably,
we play this
will.
again.
We probably will.
No, we'll probably set up a date to play this.
This is called Dead Panic, and it is from Fireside Games, www.firesidegames.com. Look them up. And I've put the box together wrong some. It is 2 to 6 players, 13 years of age or older. It takes 90 minutes or so, and it's of moderate complexity. So it was easy for us to learn, and it was really good.
They're really fun to play.
Don't forget to look them up. Don't forget to look us up at www.dwarventavern.net and subscribe and like and share the heck out of this if you love zombies. Even if you don't, regift it and share it with somebody who might. And
Especially if they don't like zombies.
don't forget that we want for you to want for nothing but adventure. And on behalf of the whole cast and crew of the Dwarven Tavern, we again wish for you to want for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it.
Then I charged!
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.